Are you ready?
A Shot of Wrestling, episode 350. And away we go.
Is that the message you got? We about to go live, but you're ready to rock. So take a shot. Oh, so take a shot. Oh, yeah. I'm a street breaker. I'm a heartbreaker. This is my dawn. I'm a Ramon Winter. Rick Flair, Nature Boy, about to seek and destroy. It's an SOW. Let me hear you make noise. Take a shot, boy. Is that the message you got? We about to go live, but you're ready to rock. So take a shot.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of A Shot of Wrestling. I'm your host at Michael J. Puddy, joined, as always, for episode 1 of year number 9, Marcus Davenport Chouen III. Buddy, we missed our 8th birthday. Happy birthday, buddy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, we did, didn't we?
We did.
That's wild.
February 21st. My grandmother's half birthday.
Yeah. So it's birthdays all around in this show. It's my birthday, your birthday, the show's birthday. February's a great month. But now it's over.
Well, let's correct that statement. It's my birthday, Shot of Wrestling's birthday, but apparently your birth month. You're one of those 16-year-old girls who has a birth month?
All right, so I love my birthday.
Oh, my
right?
God,
No
yeah,
shame
we
in
know.
that.
Nobody
that.
else
So,
I know. Hey, it's my birthday. Wish me love. Show me attention. Look at me.
Oh, my God, my wife is dying laughing when you and AJ were going off about that. No, but like, all right. So like, typically speaking, I would actually celebrate my birthday all month long, right? Like, just friends, family, like just do different celebrations. It was great. Like, I have a blast. Having a daughter, can't really do it that much like that. Especially like, the pandemic kind of slowed things down as well for any type of celebration. But like, now I just made it a week, condensed to a birthday celebration week. It was fun. It was great.
But on Facebook, you put birth month. So therefore, there was stuff going on the other 3 weekends that you were like, oh, look at me, Marc Chouen. Marc Chouen Day this month.
Yeah. No, it's Marc Chouen month. That's right.
Ridiculous.
Nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
I hope you had fun during Marc Chouen month.
No, didn't. I could care less. Couldn't care less. I always get confused.
We had fun at karaoke.
Yeah, we did. Had a good time.
At least I think I did.
Those
I seemed like I did.
The 5 minutes you decided to talk to me. Yeah.
Oh, fuck off, dude. Seriously?
You brought your entourage. Then you started talking to other people, making friends. And I was just talking to AJ the whole time. He's a good
We were
friend.
talking as well.
Yeah, for like 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes.
I was trying to introduce you to people. Oh, come on, stop.
Do I like talking to people? No. I got some news for you.
What's up?
Do you know how I'm like a curmudgeon? Like I'm a grumpy old person inside. I don't like people. I actually love being alone. Thoroughly enjoy it.
Uh-huh.
And I've kind of like locked any emotions and feelings. I'm basically dead inside. By choice, right? Might be the vaccine. I don't know.
Your body, your choice. I don't know.
I'm dead inside. Feelings don't penetrate these fortified walls.
Mm-hmm.
I'm bringing this up because I know you're the only person in this world that cares about what I'm about to say.
I do care.
I finished Prince Harry's book. Burned through it this week.
Okay.
And when he started talking about how he met his wife and falling in love, I'm like, oh, maybe I do want this.
Wow. That's breaking news here.
Beautifully written. Wow. Well done. Congratulations to Prince Harry, Meghan. Man, great book. Check it out. Spare. Available where books are sold.
From what I've heard, it's a solid book. My wife was doing the whole
audiobook, right? You did
audiobook? Yeah,
you too, right?
Yeah. I don't know why I'm doing this, but like, yeah, audiobook
things.
Same.
But you did the audiobook too, right?
Confession. I'm not really a reader. Like,
neither am I.
I don't really have time for books and whatnot. Like, I appreciate it. I read
busy.
a lot of screenplays. Don't get me wrong.
So busy.
Well, I'm a busy guy. But like, when the bits and pieces I've heard about, I was like, I am actually intrigued. I would definitely listen to it.
Okay.
Or read it.
I'm not a big reader either. I just don't have the attention span, especially nowadays where social media ruins attention spans, where everything's like seconds.
Yeah.
Dude, this book flows. They're like chapters. Every time I read a book.
They're short chapters, right?
Every time I read a book and I start a chapter, I'm like, how long is this chapter? What commitment am I putting into my life? There's some chapters that are like a page. There's a couple chapters that like one paragraph. It just flows, and I found myself like burning through the whole thing like this whole week. So definitely check it out. Well, not you, but whoever's listening, who gives a shit about the royal family of anybody besides me and Mark. I think it's only me and you here in the States. But definitely check it out.
Are you gonna watch The Crown yet? By the way, can you?
I don't know if I can. I mean, I'll tell you next year because I'm still using my friend's Netflix.
Right.
But now it's locked out. They tightened the strings a little bit. So I went to go on the other day to watch the new show I wanted to watch. The new season of the show I was watching, I should say. And it said, this account is not linked to this so-and-so email address. Sign up for your own Netflix account. Or is this you? Are you traveling? So I text her, and she's like, yeah, you know what? You can hit I'm traveling. It'll send me a code, and I'll give you the code. I'm like, all right.
Okay.
So when I'm ready to do it, I'll let you know. But I'm going to have to get my own Netflix in January when Raw goes on there. So I might just wait.
True. Dude, you'll love it. It's such an amazing series. Especially
Am I going to enjoy the first like 3 seasons when like it was like from the 40s and I didn't give a crap? Or I want Harry, I want Diana, I want this.
Truth be told, that was my favorite season,
really?
Actually.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's fascinating.
All right. Well, no one's listening to us talk about the royal family, Marcus. So what's trending this week?
All right, Puddy. Let's start it off here with some news of a new signee or potential signee. WrestleMania.com at WrestleMania. I'll get that right one day. WOR. I won't. You're right. It's very likely that Tama Tonga will join the Bloodline at some point as they consider him family. Now, I know. He's not directly related, but apparently he's Haku's son. Am I right in that?
I don't know.
Well, anyway,
I don't know the family tree. I'm trying to watch that clip they posted in the press conference, but it's blurry when I zoom in, so I don't know.
So apparently they do view him as family, and this seems like a possible angle that they're trying to pull here. Do you think Tama Tonga is the right fit for the Bloodline?
I don't care.
Okay.
I don't know who this person is. I think he's from MLW, right? This is the guy from MLW?
No, New Japan.
I'm sorry. I forget who's in MLW. Whatever.
One of the Fatus. I forget which one.
I don't care. I mean, I'm hoping. I mean, like we talked about it a couple times. I feel like the Bloodline's run its course.
Really?
Without Roman Reigns as champion, what is the Bloodline? And we're hoping he loses at WrestleMania. We said that last year. But the Bloodline isn't really anything anymore. It's Jay and Solo. That's it. We talked about it a couple times. It's just a tag team with Roman leading them when he's there, when he decides to show up.
Well, you have Roman, you have Paul Heyman, you have The Rock.
Paul Heyman's there. Rock and Roman. Rock's going away. Roman Reigns might be going away after Mania.
I don't think The Rock's going away.
I just don't. Okay, I'm not getting excited about this. Where does he fit in? Okay, he can pass him off with Samoan. He's in that same. He might be a off branch of that family tree. Definitely can sway them as a cousin. No one's gonna know.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of like how Brian Pillman was part of the Hart Foundation.
Yeah, good one.
He wasn't blood related, but like definitely they viewed him part of the family.
I'm rubbing off on you. Good analogy, buddy. Great one. Doing the homework. That might be the way to go. That might be the way to go. I mean, because you can't just show up and who is this guy?
I feel like he wouldn't be a good fit only because like he's kind of like an enforcer type.
Solo?
But Solo's already there. Solo's already an enforcer. Like in a group, in a faction, typically you don't really have 2 enforcers.
Do you pair him with Jimmy?
No. I
feel like that'd be a step backward for Jimmy.
If Jimmy's going to be in a tag team, it's got to be with his brother. I don't want to see Jimmy team with anyone else because it's not going to be the same.
Yeah, but didn't like Al Snow team with like the Road Dogg or something? Like somebody, like once one partner goes off to their single career, Jey Uso's ain't going back to the Usos again. He's on a trajectory.
You don't know that because Kofi Kingston became champion and then wound up doing tag team work again.
Yeah, but he was still technically part of the New Day. He wasn't like he didn't break away from the New Day. He was part of the New Day.
I really don't think we've seen the last of the Usos ever tagging together. I don't think that. I think Jey Uso will do well for himself as a singles competitor, but like to say like they're not going to like, join up together at some point, they're twin brothers. So like I can't rule that out. What I will say about the Bloodline is I feel like you're right to a certain extent. Like this current form of the Bloodline has kind of run its course, but like I can't help but think what Paul Heyman has said, they were only in the third inning. And
it was a year ago.
A year ago, but I don't know what inning we're in right now, but like it is still, it's still interesting because now with the whole Rock dynamic, Tama Tonga, I don't see it working with having two enforcers there. What they are lacking, what could make it interesting, is to have a woman part of the Bloodline to extend into the women's division. Mm-hmm. I think that will be pretty interesting. And then there are two possible active women on that roster right now they could do that with, either Nia Jax or Naomi.
Wow. No love for Tamina, huh?
Isn't Tamina retired? I thought she retired.
No, not officially. I mean, we think she would. Last time we saw her,
I thought I saw something that she officially retired. Oh, okay, then I'm wrong. Then 3. Excuse me.
Maybe I'm wrong. I'd never heard that she would officially retired, or else I would have made a comment about that because it's sad to see her go. But maybe every time there's a solid faction, everyone's like, add a woman to it, and 9 times out of 10 it works. So I'm hoping that it would fucking work here.
Like I think that would breathe new life into the Bloodline.
Yeah,
and stretch it out a little bit more and make it more intriguing. And like I said, I've said it time and time again. I want to see. You always talk about the Paul Heyman guy. I want to see a Paul Heyman girl. I really thought they missed the boat having him with Ronda Rousey. I think that would have been an amazing pair.
Yeah,
but I think Paul Heyman and Nia Jax could have worked really well.
That would. Everyone there hates her for some reason. Said he would just get that more story out of them. It'd be great. Yeah.
But moving on, Puddy, we have some other news here regarding WrestleMania. CM Punk. Yes, I know he's injured. However, WrestleMania.com at WrestleMania
That's
again.
Twice.
That's twice. I think I got it, though, that time. CM Punk will be on the final Raw before WrestleMania. I think that's pretty big right there, which leads me to think, that most likely means CM Punk is going to be involved in WrestleMania, but what will his role be, Puddy?
I can't imagine him being in a role unless it's the pre-show, like he did with the press conference. I don't see him getting physical. I don't have him getting involved.
I don't see him having a match.
I don't see him popping up to interfere with the Drew McIntyre match because then that would need an immediate payoff. We're not seeing him for months. So probably just the pre-show. Or it depends on what happens on Raw. Maybe he doesn't get involved with something on Raw, leading to something, but maybe a special guest referee or something. But even that is kind of a stretch. I see just protect the asset, do it on the pre-show.
Then why have him on the Raw before Mania? I mean, that's a big Raw.
I don't know. Exactly. Why? We'll find out what they're leading up, building up to certain thing. Well, Drew McIntyre is running his mouth and his fingers, still attacking CM Punk. He needs to get a fucking receipt for it. But again, there's no point in getting a receipt if CM Punk's not cleared to fully receipt it. If that makes sense. I don't know.
I think it's interesting because that match will be very interesting. The fact that you have two men that are vying for the championship right there, but they both have something in common, that they hate CM Punk. That they have beef with CM Punk. So special guest referee, that could definitely work for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That would.
Do you know when he's coming back?
Right?
Is he cleared till
Yeah, I was legit about to ask you how long. We know he's going to miss WrestleMania for sure with the timeline, but how long is his timeline actually going to be?
We know it's a while, and we talked about it when he will be coming back when it was first announced. I just don't remember when it was because it's the same injury Cody Rhodes had, right?
I think it's 6 to 8 months, right?
I don't remember. I'm totally drawing a blank. So
I think it was somewhere in that time frame, which means SummerSlam is not completely out of the question. Not completely, but I don't know. I mean, CM Punk, maybe he'll be guest commentator for that match.
Maybe they love guest commentators on WrestleManias. Well, last year there was 4 of them.
CM Punk, I mean, dude, not for nothing. CM Punk was really good in commentary when he was out right before he joined Nexus. Was he joined Nexus? You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know what the time frame lines up, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But yeah, he crushed it. I think he'd do a phenomenal role. You got to figure he's going to get involved somehow, some way. Maybe. Oh, here's one. maybe he's the host of WrestleMania.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Make everybody happy. Even though hosts don't do anything, but fun.
Well, yeah, he gets the camera time, he gets a mic, CM Punk, live mic in Philadelphia, WrestleMania 40.
There you go.
I think the fans will eat that up.
Probably.
You're
on a roll tonight.
That's got to be it.
2 for 2. Check you out. Well, your birthday month treated you well, huh? Your Lazarus
Knowledge.
Reinvigorated you.
Knowledge.
Okay. Now you cross the line. That went too far.
Yeah. All right, so I think we figured out, right? CM Punk, host. Let's lock it in.
Okay. Fair enough.
Like, I don't see anything else. Do you see anything else?
That's pre-show, but hosting makes more sense if you're going to have him on Raw, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like pre-show, I don't know, like it just...
Boring? Yeah.
WrestleMania 40, yeah. But, all right, Puddy, that's actually all I have for the news.
Really?
Yeah.
That means more time for TV.
It's time for this week's TV Takedown.
All right, Marc, what's trending in the world of TV this week?
All right, Puddy. Well, we've talked a lot about Drew McIntyre in the show when it comes to Monday Night Raw. I'm pleased to tell you there's another man trending. Puddy, Chad Gable. Thank you. Was trending on Twitter, Russell Pierce at Russell Pierce. Chad Gable tells Adam Pearce that he wants Gunther at WrestleMania. He wants payback for making his daughter cry the last time he wrestled him. Puddy, I know there's like a lot of theories right now going on of who's possibly going to face Gunther for Intercontinental Championship. Sami Zayn's making a case as well for this. Will Chad Gable be the one to face Gunther at WrestleMania?
I don't think so.
Really? Okay.
Because you said the one. I don't think it's going to be one. It's setting up to be a multi-man match, right? But it's him, Sami Zayn. You're doing all this shit with Sami Zayn for what? Not be included at WrestleMania? Including the Miz in there. Fatal 4-way, maybe? Fatal 5-way, throwing R-Truth for shits and giggles? Yeah, right. So I think he'd be definitely a part of it because the way they're setting it up with everybody. I don't see this being a one-on-one match with somebody, no. That's why he can lose without being pinned, too, if you feel like you want to take it off of him now.
Then let me rephrase the question. Then who's the favorite to walking out of that to become the Intercontinental Champion? Or is it still going to be Gunther?
I feel it'd be Gunther. He's just such on a roll. Because we take the belt off of him, then you got to push him towards the next title. But it seems like that's kind of crowded right now with the whole, on hold, I should say, until we wait for CM Punk to come back. Because you can't have Seth Rollins or Drew McIntyre and Gunther at whatever the pay-per-views names are these days in May. So I can see him walking out again. Maybe losing it at SummerSlam in a one-on-one match with somebody. Who? I don't know yet.
Wow. I don't know. I mean, you make some interesting points, but like...
So what's next?
I am a CM Punk fan. You know that. I hate to say it, though, in the world of sports, and including sports entertainment, it's always the next man up. No one's reserving a spot for someone that's injured. They have to kind of earn that spot back. Mm-hmm. And people, especially in WWE, they ride momentum. Like, look what's going on with Drew McIntyre right now. You know, look what the plans kind of shifted for WrestleMania with Cody Rhodes. You know, Gunther's hot right now. And if they feel like Gunther is ready to go to that next step in the main event, then what's stopping him? What, because they feel bad they want to hold a place for CM Punk? They don't know if CM Punk's going to come back soon enough and be healthy. What if he pulls an AEW move and gets injured in his first match back?
Maybe. Don't know.
You know, so that's why I actually, you know, especially they're pulling the strings here, the emotional strings. I don't know if you saw that video that Chad Gable put on Twitter talking about his daughter, right? Talking about the holidays and why winning the Intercontinental Championship means a lot to him. It means everything to him right now. It's for his daughter. And I don't know, maybe it's the father in me, the girl dad in me. But I got to go with the fact that I think Chad Gable is going to walk out WrestleMania with the Intercontinental Championship. I think he's going to get his WrestleMania moment. And I think it'll be amazing.
I would hope so. Everyone loves Chad Gable. Everyone's rooting for him. Great matches against Gunther. What, 2 matches he's had? So nobody would be mad about that. Nobody at all.
No, I think it'll be a beautiful moment. It'll be well deserved. Especially if his family's there, especially if his daughter's in the front row watching that moment. Oh, come on, dude. Kidding me?
I will be mad if they give him the Zack Ryder treatment and he loses the next night.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, they cannot do that. And keep in mind, I mean, Triple H is running the show there.
True.
So like I don't see Triple H. He's a big girl dad, so I don't necessarily see him doing that.
But like, man, give it to R-Truth. How everyone loved R-Truth too, man. Talk about deserving it. I mean, Chad Gable well deserves it, but R-Truth, man, the work he's been putting in for these last couple of years, it's just he's must see, even when he's not supposed to be. He went to Austria, genius. I don't know who's fucking producing his segments or whatever, but dude, R-Truth has been fucking killing it.
R-Truth is hilarious. All right, he's. I think he's probably the funniest wrestler of all time.
Yeah.
I can't think of anyone that could probably match him in that realm. It would be a different moment. It would be a different type of moment if R-Truth wins. Like I think it's just like I'm so emotionally invested as a girl dad in Chad Gable right now. I think that's the reason why. I think I do see a point for you for what you're saying about R-Truth. I think fans could get really behind that. What type of run he would have? It would be a hell of a journey.
He has daughters too, buddy. He has daughters too.
Right, but talking about like Chad Gable was implying that using that in the storyline here, But R-Truth, I mean, think about it, man. Like he could run off a whole 24/7 championship run with this, thinking it's a 24/7 championship. Like
sky's the limit.
There's so much stuff. Yeah, there's so much he could do with this. It would be funny. It would be a whole different moment, but yet it would be a moment that would be memorable. How long a run he would have, I'd have no idea. But
wouldn't be long.
Yeah, what's that? It won't be long.
I don't think it won't be long, but it would be a lengthy enough, like that he deserves to. It deserves it.
It's going to be interesting to see. You know what? I don't think you're wrong, though. It seems like it is going to be multi.
But yeah, give it to the Miz too, because I want him to break the fucking Chris Jericho record too. Time's time.
So everyone's got a.
That's why I'm loving the build to this. I'm hoping it's going to be a multi-man match because everyone is taking their claim to it. So it's going to be more intriguing, more drama to this match. I think that's the way to go.
Ladder match? You think ladder match?
Maybe. I know. What 2-3 months later they have Money in the Bank, so I don't know if they're going to do that.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Puddy, let's move on here. Let's go on to NXT. This is a big return. I didn't see this one coming.
Did anybody?
Joey Carney at The Angle Joey. NXT is a perfect place for Shawn Spears to regroup and rebuild his chairman character. It didn't get enough time and focus in AEW. All right, Puddy. So Shawn Spears, we didn't see this coming. He's back in NXT unexpectedly. What do you think Shawn Spears could do differently in his second run in NXT?
Stop flashing your hands over and over again? I don't understand the whole 10 thing with Ty Dillinger. I mean, it went off, but it just seemed like it was a gimmick.
Right.
No one gives a shit about him. It was a 10 thing, 10-10, whatever. So let him be him. Let him be him. Let us introduce us to Shawn Spears.
Right. So he is Shawn Spears in NXT. He's not Ty Dillinger.
No. Man, that's
which I find interesting.
Yeah, someone made an interesting point. You have Jade Cargill, Cody Rhodes, and now Shawn Spears having their same look, same name, same character as in AEW over here in WWE. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because maybe it's the Vince thing. Maybe Triple H is more open to like, oh, your name's recognizable. Let's bring it to our TV shows.
Honestly, it makes sense though. It makes much more sense doing it that way. I think with Vince not crediting anyone outside of the WWE, like, with their own body of work coming in, I think that's a huge ego thing. I find it interesting with Shawn Spears because like Cody Rhodes obviously developed completely over. Jade Cargill, same completely over. A lot of brand value there. Shawn Spears, though, not as much, though. So I find that one interesting.
Because I was delayed on NXT this week, and I accidentally made a stupid mistake to go on social medias, and I saw this. He was the one to reveal behind his cryptic messages for the last couple of weeks. Mm-hmm. And that's all I saw. Are they bringing back Ty Dillinger? Is he going to be introduced? What's his name going to be? Then it's actually Shawn Spears. I'm like, okay, good. Forget about that guy in the past. Whole new fresh start completely. And see how this chairman gimmick works here in NXT. And the right puzzle pieces are there. No offense, but the right puzzle pieces are better here. Let's see what they can do with them. NXT is a perfect spot for them. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what didn't work. I mean, he's another one of these wrestlers that we've talked about that's like, couldn't get over in WWE, couldn't get over in AEW. But like it's weird because the chairman gimmick did start off hot, and it just fizzled away. I don't necessarily know what happened.
What faction was he? Was the Pinnacle, or he was in a faction that he seemed like he was?
Yeah, the Pinnacle.
He seemed to be in a good spot.
Yeah.
The Ty Dillinger thing, the 10 gimmick, I never understood. He was a small in frame. He's a small guy. Vince didn't like that. So I'm not surprised it didn't work out too well. And knowing what we know now, the bigger picture, I think Triple H is the right hands. Shawn Michaels is the right hands. There's talent there. He wasn't talented. AEW wouldn't have picked him up. AEW would not have re-signed him. No rumors at all. No smell of fire anywhere for us to guess it's Shawn Spears. Very awesome, well done. It's rare that we're surprised in this business, and I was surprised. Well done.
Yeah, no, that was really well done. It's nice to see that surprises are still a thing in wrestling.
Yeah.
When you have all these dirt sheets and social media out there, everyone's trying to leak something, everyone's trying to break news and something. No one had this on their bingo card for 2024. So that's awesome to see. I'm just really curious, though. I'm really curious to see what Shawn Spears does differently here. How Shawn Michaels could shape this chairman gimmick. Because I'm trying to think myself, like, what more can you do from here? How can this gimmick evolve into something plentiful? Something that would, get people invested in long form. Because short form of it, it's awesome. Like, you have this maniac going around the chair. But what else can you do with that?
We don't know if that's his gimmick. We don't know if he's going to be the chairman.
Right.
Because there's some cryptic messages. Right. I don't know if he's going to be like more of a wordy promo kind of guy. I think the chair shot was to people to recognize, oh, that's the chairman guy.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to be his gimmick going forward.
That's a fair point.
Because that post-match interview did not lead me to think that he was going to be the chairman. So I'm curious to see what happens next week.
Yeah, I think the biggest way for him to stand out right now is his character.
Yeah,
it's just he needs to dig down, pull out the personality, and look who his partner is. In real life, big personality. Like, help get that out of him. Let that shine in WWE. Because this is second run. And a lot of wrestlers, when they come back in their second run in WWE, they tend to knock it out of the park, and that's what I want to see from him. I want to see him knock it out of the park. I want to see him get rid of that Ty Dillinger gimmick, which is good and great. I'm glad to bring him to Shawn Spears, but let's develop him more. He could obviously go in the ring. Let's go. Let's pull from in here. Get the fans invest in you. Let's go.
And those that do come back for a second time, and that don't work, don't often get a third time.
And it's actually they're in a shorter leash, if you notice.
Yeah. So, looking forward to it. Very exciting stuff. See what happens. I was not expecting this at all, so now I'm even more excited about it.
Absolutely. Same here, my man. Same here. Let's move on, though, Puddy. Let's go to SmackDown. We got a couple things to talk about in SmackDown, actually. We have a twofer. We're going to start off with your girl, Bayley, my man.
About time. Show some respect. Put her on that fucking poster.
Goddamn right. I agree with that. Wrestle Ops, out Wrestle Ops. Dakota Kai has made her choice. Bayley's now all alone. Dakota Kai betrayed her as Bayley's going for that tag. Fell off the apron. I think a lot of us saw that coming, except for Bayley. You saw the pain in her eyes. That sucks.
Heartbreaking.
Man. So Dakota Kai officially lined up with Damage Control. I feel like this happened a little bit sooner than I expected. I kind of thought like this was going to happen at WrestleMania.
Maybe, yeah.
But now here we are, buddy. We're still a few weeks out. Bayley's all alone, as Wrestle Ops just said. How will Bayley handle the odds at WrestleMania? Does she have a fighting chance even?
No pun intended. I don't mean this as a joke, but you just want to give her a hug then. You just felt so bad. I mean, what a perfect opportunity to bring back Sasha Banks, though. If she wasn't elsewhere, this would be the moment to do it.
Oh my God! Imagine
they're writing it as if she is coming back.
Her music hits.
Do they know something we're not? Are they bringing fake Sasha Banks like they did with Diesel? I don't know what's going on here.
No.
That was a joke. I don't know, man. She's got to have friends, or Damage Control has to have enemies. There are going to be people coming in. We're going to have a couple of either surprises or returns. None of names.
Who though?
I can't think of any names.
Who? Right, but who else has she been affiliated with other than Sasha Banks and Damage Control?
And she wasn't even affiliated with them until 2 years ago.
Right.
Go back to the past. I don't know. I really don't know. What other horsewomen?
The four horsewomen?
Yeah, but two of them are, one's injured, one's in a championship match already, so they're preoccupied.
And one's gone.
Yeah. So I don't know if she makes friends or they're enemies of damage control that pop up out of the woodwork. So we don't know. Again, I don't want to know. I want to see this unfold in front of my eyes. So I won't be looking too much into this, but man, great storytelling. Loving this. Give Bayley Funkin' her flowers, please. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I think I just recently saw a poster. I think WWE made the adjustment.
Finally,
Bayley
after Backlash.
There. Yeah.
Thanks. In the background.
I know.
Ugh.
And obviously, we're going to get into this in a moment, but like, it doesn't look like she's going to be main eventing night 1.
No, well, we kind of didn't think she would.
Definitely not main eventing night 2.
This title in this feud isn't main event. They're not building it as a main event worthy.
No, they're not. I think, honestly, it's too much. I don't see anyone really coming to Bayley's aid so fast. I mean,
isn't that good? I mean, you're going to be surprised. All unless they get kicked out. Nobody comes to her aid, and they interfere blatantly, and they get kicked out. That's the more obvious answer. Making a one-on-one even play field, Bayley gets a redemption.
How many is damage control? There's 4?
4 of them now, yeah.
4 of them now. That's a lot. That's a lot to overcome. Unless, I mean, hey, okay, so we are weeks away. Unless Bayley picks them off one of them at a time.
That's another way to go. We're 5 weeks out. Yeah.
Where it does become 1-on-1. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I think that's the logical solution.
I don't know.
But then whoever she picks off first could probably have enough time to come back to make the save at WrestleMania. I don't think Bayley wins.
She has to. I think there'll be riots in the streets if she does not win.
I think people have to keep in mind, people have to remember, WrestleMania is not like a season finale. You know, I think a lot of people, when they go into WrestleMania season, they think a lot of this stuff, it's a season finale, so of course it's got to have some like good endings here. Not necessarily the case, because Raw is the next night after night 2, and it just keep on going. For the next pay-per-view, what is it, Backlash?
Yes.
So
France,
which is typically, is that to France this year?
Yeah, I think that might be the international pay-per-view round going forward. Puerto Rico last year, wow. France this year.
Okay. And it's typically not that far away. So it's realistic that Bayley could lose WrestleMania and probably win at Backlash. I don't think the story's going to just end at WrestleMania, do you?
No, but I think Bayley should win here to get some sort of redemption. Then Damage Control tries to, I don't know. Again, this is a match I'm just going to sit back, relax, and enjoy. So see what happens.
You say that a lot, but like, you know, we are a podcast, a wrestling podcast. You know, we do have to talk
now
about
as you're asking these questions. You know, I'm subtly brushing you off.
Okay, all right, fine. All right, we'll move on then.
But she has to win, please. She has to win. And again, I'm more off the right than you are. Well established. So let's see what happens going forward.
I don't know what you were just trying to say there. What?
I'm more right than you. I'm more right than you. Anytime we have a debate about something, whatever I say comes to fruition more often than what you'd say. My batting average is higher than yours.
Agree to disagree. We need someone to keep stats.
Again, you're wrong.
I
mean, what happened? How many elimination chamber matches were there? What was the men's one for? Didn't you swear that wasn't going to happen? Didn't you swear it was going to be Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes? My 2024 track record is, I'm very happy now, yes. I feel so much better. Crushing your birthday month. Starting year 9 hot.
All right, Puddy, let's move on to The Rock. After a 21-minute promo, he went on to Monday Night Raw and dropped this blockbuster announcement. WrestleOps at WrestleOps. The Rock with Roman Reigns has challenged Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins to a tag team match at night 1 of WrestleMania 40. Rock and Reigns versus Rollins and Rhodes. If Rhodes and Rollins win, then on night 2, Rhodes' match is free of the Bloodline. All right, buddy. So I was kind of thinking that this match was going to be the case for night 1 of WrestleMania. It's been gearing up like this for the last couple of weeks. And now the announcement is pretty much near official. Mm-hmm. Who is most likely to take the pin in this match?
Depends on who wins. Is it too obvious that Cody wins this one and it's a clear one-on-one fight? Do we make it a bloodline match and have Cody overcome all the odds? Does The Rock turn on Roman Reigns? I don't know, man. I just don't see anybody taking a pinfall here. If one does, it has to be The Rock.
Ooh. Will The Rock do the job? I think he would.
I don't see why not. What does he have to gain?
I think Right. I think.
Well, he's a bad guy. Bad guys lose.
Right.
Roman Reigns.
The Rock very much has his fingers in the pulse, regardless what Twitter has to say about this. You know, The Rock, yes, he is on the board of TKO, right? I wouldn't be surprised if The Rock was part of the decision here to pivot. It wouldn't be surprised me if it was his idea to pivot. Not saying that's the case, but it wouldn't surprise me. I could see The Rock taking the pin here.
Because
that does make sense.
I don't know what the lineup is for night one, but you can have Seth wrestle 2 matches in one night. Possible. But odds are you might move both those matches to night 2.
Yeah, I think that's the most likely case scenario. They're both on night 2.
The champions aren't taking the pinfall. Cody's not going to take the pinfall. Leaves The Rock.
That's the low-hanging fruit. You know, that's the easy answer. Seth Rollins is injured, right? He's not fully 100%. Seth Rollins could take the pin here.
Sometimes,
or Cody could, because Seth Rollins could screw Cody.
Sometimes the low-hanging fruit is hanging the lowest for a reason.
You're right.
Put that on a
However, though, we can't discount the theory out there that Seth Rollins could turn on Cody Rhodes. That's been floated out there plenty of times.
Okay.
Do you see that happening?
No. I did. Not now.
Why not now?
It's just too much Bloodline, Rock, Roman Reigns stuff. What's the point of him turning on him? If he turns on Cody Rhodes, there's got to be a payoff.
But then, you're right, because then he's the heel going to the Drew McIntyre match. No, you're right. You're right.
I don't know. I'm sorry. What was that?
Hey, listen, I'm man enough to admit when you're right. Hello, come on. I'm not an ignorant asshole here. No. Cody could still take the pin.
Okay.
Cody could still take the pin possibly. So could Roman Reigns, which would make it more interesting going into night 2. It's like, if Cody pinned Roman Reigns night 1,
that's the second option you have, yeah. Because Roman Reigns has only been pinned once since December, and that was in a tag team match against Jey Uso. So him taking the pinfall in a tag team match doesn't hurt him. But right now, again, low-hanging fruit, I'll pick it. I'll take The Rock.
I also feel like Seth Rollins, because he's not 100%, him taking a pinfall doesn't really hurt that much either, if that makes sense.
No. Or they could play some sort of injury angle that Drew McIntyre attacks the next night and wins.
Right. And I think Drew McIntyre is the favorite to win that match.
I think so. It's enough. Cody. Seth has had it enough. Go home, heal, rest up. Thank you for your service. Take care, comb your hair.
And then, okay, so I think if Cody and Seth do lose, right, going with the whole Cody Rhodes overcoming basically the whole bloodline, overcoming all the odds in night 2, I mean, that's hard times right there, right? Mm-hmm. That's overcoming all the odds, becoming the champion there. Like, that's like the exclamation point to the story.
Yeah. What a better way to do it? Overcoming the odds. Although you're overcoming the odds in a tag team match to make it 1-on-1, but who knows? So many options to go with. But I think The Rock, again, too obvious, but sometimes the obvious choice is obvious for a reason.
Are you a fan of this matchup, that this is happening?
It's obvious. The match should be good. I just felt like that promo with The Rock is just not good. He has lost his touch.
What?
He is not good on the mic anymore. He is great on the mic in the late 90s. In 2024, he's not that great. He was exposed during a feud with John Cena. That match, that promo like 2 weeks ago, calling everybody fat and stupid. Like, okay, that worked in the 90s. Just stop rehashing stuff from 20 years ago. He kept repeating lines. Like, I think he forgot lines or lost his place a couple times. It wasn't entertaining. He's not electrifying anymore.
Are you serious? Wow.
He's more like static electricity.
I thought he was damn good.
Really?
What did you think of the 21-minute promo he put on social media?
I didn't bother watching that. I'm not sitting there for 21 minutes watching him. Although I think that would be better because it was unscripted. I think he's better unscripted. But this just felt
like
I
thought that 21-minute promo he had on social media was fucking incredible.
Don't feel like anybody's buying him as a heel. They're booing him when they're insulting him, of course, but it's just not clicking with me. There's nothing here.
Wow. Like I'm completely opposite.
He kept
of that.
repeating himself.
I think
He kept repeating himself, saying the same shit over and over again. Like, I think he got lost or stumbled, and his jokes, his cheap heat insults are outdated.
I disagree. I disagree, man. I feel like it was still hitting. I feel like he was still, the fans were still into it. I enjoyed it personally. I thought he did well. And I mean, that segment was 40 minutes long.
Yeah, and it easily should have been 25.
It held my attention. I'm surprised.
We're getting the same Rock we've seen since he came back with John Cena. That once-in-a-lifetime match the first time. And he came back again. It's just the same Rock we've been seeing. It's just the same shit from the 90s. Nothing new, nothing exciting, nothing on brand, nothing not on brand. Topical. Oh, you smoke crack, you smoke meth. Cheap heat. You're fat and lazy, cheap heat. Cheap heat doesn't work too much anymore. Unless you're, I don't know. Doesn't need it. The Rock doesn't need heat. You're smarter than that. Like that promo you said. I heard good things about that promo. You get more smart, get smarter. I don't know.
I don't know what you're expecting then. I really don't know what you're expecting at all from, like, you know, a person that's so beloved trying to be working as a heel.
Yeah, it's not working. I don't think people are buying him as a heel. They're still cheering him. They're chanting his name. They were booing him when they called him fat and stupid and ugly or whatever the fuck he was saying this time, whatever cheap insult it was. But then they're right back to chanting his name. Rocky, Rocky, Rocky. Yeah. Singing along with his hits, catchphrases. Okay.
He's a huge movie star.
Yeah.
Like,
I thought it was working great, but he's not getting over as a heel.
They had to pivot. Because otherwise it was going to be Rock and Roman. And like the moment that Cody was getting all this praise and, like, you know, we want Cody trending for like 7 days straight when they knew they had to pivot. And what better way to pivot to make The Rock heel?
Yeah,
they had to make The Rock
but now
heel.
It's not working. The Rock's not a heel.
So what do you suggest?
Nothing. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm just saying I'm not enjoying it. You are. I mean, some people are. It's just I feel like the same shit we've seen for the last 10 years, which was a repeat from what the stuff was done in the 90s. Sorry, not sorry.
All right. We'll agree to disagree here with that. But, Puddy, that's all I have for TV.
Quick question.
Do you have a question? You said
quick
you had a
question.
Okay.
Someone's like, just because I don't know who else to ask this question to.
Okay.
You're a producer. You produce stuff. Your point is to put on the best possible product you can, right?
Yeah.
How thin is the line between putting on a great product and blatantly copying somebody else? Because, like, WWE did test runs here and there, especially with NXT. They got a big video board for their stage. They did the video board, LED screens on the ring. They did the video screen now on the apron in parts. Tests. AEW just did it all at once. And now, when I'm flipping through the channels, it just feels like I'm watching another WWE product. It's a carbon copy. The announced teams at the same spot. The timekeeper and announcer are now in a little enclave with the barrier. It's a carbon copy. They literally copied everything. And I don't mean that to be insulting. I'm just curious. Was a smart move? Or is that something that happened on accident? Oh, they're working for them. Let us do it too. Is there any thought process to it?
It's lazy. Like, they're producers, they're professionals out there that are lazy. You know, they see what works for them. They see what works for the competitor. And they some of them will do the same exact thing. I work in social media, right? I see people, I've seen it, people copy word for word certain tweets that did well and use it on their own and try to pass it off as an original idea. Like, it's fucking lazy. So, you know, what a smart producer would have done is, like, see what WWE is doing. Why is that working? How can we make that our own? You know?
Yeah,
like, how can we improve it?
Because I love the LED boards on the ring apron, which started in NXT. Then the LED barrier started in WrestleMania. And now all of a sudden it's all together now. And they did it very well. I like it. I think it brings a better product visually. So I'm not hating AEW's doing it. I'm enjoying that they're doing it. It just seems like, oh, this is exactly what I just saw last night on NXT. I'm going to see it on Friday on SmackDown. I feel like they should have done something different with it. If at all possible. But I know that's more you. That's why I want to ask you, because I don't know anything about producing or anything. But it just seems too obvious as a punch in the face. We're just copying them now.
Yeah.
But it works. I so why not copy something that works?
The goal is to hope that no one notices that. But, like,
can't put anything past me, my friend.
It's lazy, in my opinion.
On that note, buddy, let's wrap things up here and go home thoughts for you, my friend.
Yeah, you know, something I was going to ask you as well, actually. I caught something on SmackDown. Since when is Randy Orton 275 pounds?
No, I have no clue. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that.
Did you catch that?
No, I did
like
not.
they did the announcement, like weighing in at 275 pounds. Like,
You think he's bigger or smaller?
it's bigger. It's way bigger. He was always like 245, 250, 275. I don't even buy it. Like, it's definitely build weight. Like, that dude ain't 275. No fucking way.
I've never been good with heights. I've always been tall, so I'm not good at heights. And now that I'm like morbidly obese, I'm not good with weights either. So I don't know like proportion either. So I don't know what he should be. I don't know what 275 would look on somebody like him. I think what he's 6'2", 6'3". So I don't know.
He's 6'5".
But is he really? Wow.
Yeah.
But I did not catch that, so I could not even offer a guess.
So I thought I heard it wrong. I checked on Twitter, and some other people were saying 275. I'm like, all right, so it wasn't just me.
Do you remember what he was at the Elimination Chamber? Was he? No?
I don't. I do remember him for like the longest time. It was like floating between 245, 250.
Now I'll start paying attention to it next time. Of all the things to pick out, that was weird.
It was like a random thing. I was like just like scrolling on Twitter. Like I heard that. Like, what?
You know, I did pick up on SmackDown.
What?
Who was it? Talking about the tag team titles. Nick Aldis says, "Oh, yeah, me and Adam Pearce are talking about it. We're going to announcement soon." What's this announcement? Are you doing a number one contender like gauntlet match, or is it going to be? Are you just going to split the titles up? Now I'm curious about this announcement. So please split the titles. I'm tired of this unified tag teams. You're doing good with the tag teams on both brands. Get both brands their own tag team titles, please. Enough.
No, I've never been a fan of the separate titles. I never have been. But Jade Cargill showed up too. You feel like she's gonna have a role in WrestleMania?
We talked about this a couple weeks ago. I don't see what it could be. Maybe the Raw after Mania or the SmackDown after Mania. But now that she's on TV with Damage Control, maybe she'll back Bayley up.
Oh,
there you go. There you go.
That could be it. There you go. That could be a role for her.
Maybe.
I still like. I feel like, all right, so we're a few weeks out of WrestleMania. I just feel like there's just so many spots open.
Like with 2 nights, yeah.
2 nights, you have a shitload of talent, like probably the most talent that they've had that people are invested in. I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting to see like how this all plays out.
Yeah.
Like who gets left out, who gets a match, what wants to be like a multi-person match or whatnot. I hope that they don't do like any of that Andre the Giant Battle Royal type of shit. Like that, those Battle Royals, they kind of suck, honestly.
Well, last couple of years they've been doing it at WrestleMania SmackDown. They do it the night before.
Yeah, true, right.
Is that okay with you?
Right.
Or do you want to do it all the way to do it apart altogether?
No, I just like honestly, it doesn't mean anything though. Like the first time around, kind of meant something.
It was supposed to mean something.
Yeah,
and then it just
dramatic drop off.
I think what Matt Hardy won it in Nolans, and then I think it just lost all meaning because he didn't do anything.
Right.
They didn't do anything with him with it.
And they had a women's one as well.
Yeah, I think 2 years.
Like, yeah,
it was an odd triangle-y shaped, weird looking trophy.
Yeah, it was. It's very weird. You know, I have to say I missed the Money in the Bank match at WrestleMania. You know, I get it's its own pay-per-view, I get it, but like I kind of wish we did have some sort of specialty match at WrestleMania to see. Like, you know, maybe like a Hell in a Cell, or maybe we bring back a match we haven't seen of it. First Blood. Oh, I guess I won't do that.
No.
I Quit, Inferno match. Give us something, like, you know, like a specialty match to look forward to.
I'm sure there will be one. What it will be, I don't know, but I'm sure there will be one.
Or like, you know what I miss? Like the 3 Stages of Hell. That was my favorite match. We haven't seen that in a long time.
No, it's been a while. I'm trying to think of other ones, but I'm drawing a blank. Lingerie match?
Oh, stop, you perv.
Yeah, I can't think of any specialty matches. But it's got to be one for WrestleMania, 2 nights. 16 matches at least, right? 15, 16 matches. I'm sure there'll be something.
Are we ever going to see a casket match again, WWE? Or is that retired now that The Undertaker's gone?
I would imagine that's retired.
It's a shame.
You could have done something similar with Bray Wyatt, but I don't see any other character on the screen right now that would make sense to have a casket match.
Right.
Unless someone's going away forever.
Right, no.
Retiring or going away. Bye. Nothing makes sense.
No.
Inferno match.
Unless like the rivalry gets so heated, it's like, I want to kill you.
Yeah.
You know? I want to bury you alive. Oh, that was a good match.
Yeah, that was a good match. I haven't seen that in a long time.
some goodies out there that I miss, man. Oh well.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. That's all I have. I pretty much just use stuff all the time right now about that.
All right, so where can people find your social medias?
Yeah. So you could find us at at Shot of Wrestling, all forms of social media. We're also on YouTube as well. Follow, like, subscribe on all our pages here. Give us a review. Give us 5 stars. I think we deserve it. If we think we deserve something else, give us that. Let us know why. And yeah, Puddy, that's all I got. What about you?
You posted an interview with Mike Law on your YouTubes?
I did. I had an interview with Colossal Mike Law.
That's what I'm here for. Check it out.
Definitely check that out. It's on the YouTube page. Talked about going viral twice. Went viral. Talked about the state of professional wrestling today and his future at BCW.
Speaking of BCW, matches are starting to be announced. Queen of the North 5, April 20th. Looking forward to that. You still have a job?
Yes.
Did she fire you yet? You still there?
No, we're fine. We're fine.
When people
We're
say
fine.
fine means not good.
No, we're
for
good.
Marc,
We're
Chouen,
great.
I have been your host at Marc Puddy. Until next week, Puddy out.
Hey baby, I hear the bell ringing, hip tosses and body slams. Oh my. And maybe you seem a bit confused, yeah baby, but I got you pinned. Ha 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 ha. But I don't know what to do when I see them with that golden case. They're cashing it in. Authority all in my face. What is a man to do? Good night, everybody.